for another game. All right, we are in, ladies and gentlemen. This is TI 2017 TI7 Open Qualifiers. MEYE Mind's Eye versus SBH. I still don't know what SBH stands for. I don't see it on their logo. But this is Wivrex and Golgi app. We are 1-0, we believe. That is what Faceit is telling us in the favor of SBH. It looks like last game, Mind's Eye had a very early game-oriented draft, but at the time we checked in with them, they were not necessarily winning the early game.
Yeah. Viper Razor was their core lineup, and it seemed
5
like
seconds remaining.
SBH had picked up a very smart position one Necro. It's not usually where you see Necro at, but you know, going up against a Viper Razor, and they didn't have any supports who dealt out a lot of damage, minus the Sand King with the epicenter, but you can really plan around the epicenter, so you don't have to use a Ghost Shroud. So the Ghost Shroud was doing so much work in the few fights that we saw, and Necro was on top of the net lead, just kind of sighting people left and right and center.
Yeah, they did a good job of playing around the Sand King as well. He's got a great potential to disrupt into the fights, but just from what we saw, great vision and great prediction of what Sand King's trying to do. They see him channeling the epicenter, and Invoker just has a Cyclone ready, throws it out, completely mitigating the epicenter in that fight. Obviously just continued like that with SDH claiming a victory with the fight and just continuing to push it into... we were something like, what, 30 minutes into the game, if that?
Yeah. Yeah, it was like 25. It was really fast. And then that showed, because they took out the other towers quite fast that game. They had so much vision advantage. So, you know, Sand King ultimately getting cancelled is all because of those wards being placed preemptively. So there's no way they'll be able to get turned around there. Next Assassin game picked up by SBH. They also the next Assassin last game, playing I believe their position 3.
Yeah, and Mind's Eye had their Sand King as well. They do ban out the Bat Rider this time. That was something that we saw causing a lot of disruption to Mind's Eye. CM not banned, clear easy pickup there in the first phase.
So 2 bugs getting picked out and a lady. Seems like pretty standard lineup. Next a little bit weird, but otherwise, you know, he's just a good character. Even if you can't really use Spike Carapace incredibly well. I mean, there's Sand King that he can kind of catch with, so Sand King can't really juke easily with the Sandstorm.
Reserve time.
And it can also be like a preempted ban too, so the opponents, they won't even pick something like a Tinker into it. So if they don't even want to deal with that kind of stuff, they don't have to waste a ban on it.
Yeah, and it coming out this early means that a lot of heroes that, exactly like you're saying, Tinker, or I see they have a Crystal Maiden on their team, but Crystal Maiden's a perfect example. Someone with a channeled ultimate, that's a real easy cancel for Nyx.
Yeah, any kind of big AoEs have to watch about. Even, you know, characters like Sven, Nyx can be very good. You can just blink in with your Carapace up, and Sven will stun himself. Yeah. As long as you blink in beside, you know, one of your carries that's getting hit by Sven. So Nyx can be very versatile in that way, being able to counter AoE heroes quite well. Second round of bans going to be coming out. These are pretty standard so far. Rubik is a very interesting hero. I feel like, you know, people talk about how Null Field is one of the worst skills in the entire game, but a lot of analysts been talking about nowadays how Rubik's Null Field has been coming into more of a use nowadays, with a lot of AoE magic damage teams becoming more popular. Even if they're not going all in on the AoE magic damage, but you look at this Nyx Assassin and Crystal Maiden, they pump out quite a bit of magic damage themselves, and being able to have the Null Field with a pipe on top of that, I'm assuming which Sand King might pick up depending on how this game shapes out to be, can be quite a bit of tankiness when it comes to fights.
I was curious if Mind's Eye was going to ban out the Invoker here in the second stage, and they actually do. Again, we didn't catch the early game of that game, but I would assume that the Invoker had a pretty good time in that game. He was pretty high up there on the net worth.
5 seconds remaining.
And he was, I mean, when you take a Viper into mid, you expect to win that lane, no matter what happens. And seeing that Invoker being so ahead of the Viper that early on in the game, it just doesn't spell very good things for the team with the Viper. So maybe they just have an Invoker specialist in the entire team. You don't want to deal with a miracle here. Silencer and Juggernaut getting banned out. Juggernaut, especially safe carry if they want to be looking for more ganks with Nyx Assassin and Crystal Maiden making like smoke plays and Vendetta plays. Definitely don't want to be initiating Juggernaut who can spin out. And same for Silencer. Whenever a character is getting ganked by anyone, he can just pop Global Silence, and that can allow the hero to just TP out safely.
And excuse me, SBH actually going to pick up the Bristle for themselves. This is a tanky hero. They've got with the way that fights were going last game. If they're able to keep that up, then this Bristleback, if the early game goes the same way that we predicted did, this Bristleback will be a major problem.
Yeah. I mean, it's now up to Mind's Eye. I mean, the Bristleback was picked decently early right now, and there are quite a bit of counters that they can take here. So we'll see what they're going to be opting to get the Bristleback with. There are a few counters available. Usually Silver Edge carriers are what you're looking for.
Yeah, I was going to say there's still a lot left in the pool, and it's not necessarily... they are not necessarily banned or countered out with picks so far, right?
Yeah. Faces Void has been a pretty popular one against Bristleback. He has the, the double edge of being able to pick up the Silver Edge and being able to kind of stop Bristleback from moving.
Yeah. Always be able to get full hits.
Yeah, he can do both of those. Legion has kind of the same advantages. Can force Bristleback to turn a specific way, plus pick up a Silver Edge herself.
Yeah.
Although, like, she has kind of fallen out of favor in 6.07. She doesn't seem as strong as she used to be. Razor getting picked up by Mind's Eye.
Once again, yeah.
Looks like they're pretty comfortable with this hero. Razor, a character that can also pick up a Silver Edge. Not super optimal on him, but it's something that he doesn't mind. Usually you want to pick up Silver Edge on characters that want to initiate fights. But of course, just being a little bit more elusive with the invisibility can always help get in and out of the fights, even for a character like Razor.
This is definitely risky, but can Sand King get a Silver Edge instead of a Blink? I want to say like you it'll give you the Silver Edge, but you're really sacrificing the immediate epicenter entry into the fight, right?
Yeah, because then you want to be auto-attacking before you do anything else, and that's really awkward for Sand King. I mean, if he wants to go Silver Edge, he would most likely be Burrow striking in and then popping Silver Edge and auto-attacking someone, which just doesn't really fit in. I mean, if they're really desperate for it, Sand King can get it, but when you have a Razor on your team, I'm assuming it's going to be better on the Razor. You want Sand King to be just CCing people up, making sure that Nyx Assassin and Crystal Maiden can't be getting on these cores to be able to lock them down. And another thing that they are doing is making sure Rubik doesn't have really great targets for his spell steal. He can get Crystal Maiden's Freezing Field. That's pretty easy steal, but it's not it's a pretty good spell, but it's not the greatest spell he can get. Usually what he's going to be looking for is, he doesn't really want to touch Bristleback at all. Nasal Goo can be okay, but otherwise nothing's really incredible.
5 seconds remaining.
Nyx Assassin and Pale 5 being the best
one.
Do
you think Mind's Eye, now if they pick themselves up a Viper again, that Viper would be a great Silver Edge carrier?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but...
Do you think they'll run it again?
I wonder if they could if they want to be kind of taking that risk again. I always feel like Viper's such a risk, but obviously making this far into the qualifiers, you're a pretty decent team. Now. So if they really do feel comfortable with the Viper, they can. Right now it's still open. Timbersaw can go the off lane and Viper can go the mid.
Yep.
But so far, Radiant team, Mind's Eye being quite tanky with their line. Same thing with Dire. We've been talking about how these kind of long, extended team 5D teams been pretty favored as of late. Squishy characters are kind of been forced out of the meta. Even we see like carries being like Ursas are really super popular nowadays. Razor, Bristleback, things we've been seeing come out. We don't see anything like Drow in sight, nothing like PAs, nothing that can get blown up super fast.
5 seconds remaining.
So Dire are probably going to be looking for a mid laner here.
Yeah,
Reserve
and
time.
that's what SBH is predicting as
Radiant's
well.
team pick.
Banning out the OD and Mind's Eye, not wanting to deal with the Ember Spirit at this time. I don't know what's left that'll fight up into these lineups.
Since you suggested Viper is actually quite interesting here. You know, Bristleback also doesn't want to be
5
dealing with
seconds
all
remaining.
the slows that Viper is kind of putting out. Crystal Maiden's easy food for him.
Reserve time.
Earthshaker can get in a little bit of trouble against Viper too.
And even Nyx doesn't have the easiest time ganking him. Actually, he has a very hard time ganking him,
Yeah.
especially if he
It's an
goes that
interesting
early
idea.
back.
Plus, sometimes I feel like whenever you lose with Viper, you just kind of like
Lose
feel
really
an
bad.
allergic reaction.
Yeah.
To picking him again. Like, just feel like, you know, he's such an easy hero to blame whenever you lose. Lina isn't that great here. Puck, alright, I like that. Someone that's hard to gank, someone that can move around so he don't have to worry too much about getting cool sprayed too much. He can get over the Fisher from the Earthshaker. Yeah, it seems like all around pretty decent pick.
So I think Dire's gonna want a high mobility, but also durable.
5 seconds.
Anti-mage.
Alright.
Well, there you go.
So, yeah, it's gonna be a Bristleback mid here, I'm assuming, from SBH. And Team Age taking that Poison 1 role with Earthshaker on the off lane.
Yeah, I
I'm
didn't
assuming.
catch who was playing what. Nah, I want to see. We better have a slamming and critting Earthshaker here. That's what I want to see.
Mid Shaker, yeah. Some good stuff.
We going against Puck though. Bristleback v Puck lineup or lane advantage goes to Puck, I assume, right? But still, actually, a
Yeah.
bit of a wash because Bristleback should be able to remain pretty tanky and regen in and be hard to kill. Puck will have more last hits, of course.
Yeah, but
yeah.
Bristleback should be able to kind of bully around Puck a little bit. Puck isn't going to have like an easy time because he's super squishy and it's really hard to dodge Quill Sprays. They did make Quill Sprays a lot more
5
reactable
seconds remaining.
in the last few patches.
Yeah, but he
It
can only.
kind of, like-
That's exactly what I was thinking. Is he can react to a quill spray, but once that phase shift is used, you know, now Bristleback has the opportunity to get a few more out and just keep that harass going, right?
Yeah. So, I mean, in the early few levels, Puck might be able to harass Bristle quite a bit with his range auto attacks. But when it hits the mid game, I don't think we'll be seeing a lot of kills coming out of their way, at least solo kills for sure. They're going to need a lot of help from the supports to be able to accomplish that. And Puck is, because of that, a pretty decent pick because he can get around that Earthshaker's Fisher, which is going to be a problem for a lot of mids against Earthshaker.
We're gonna get our early game ear bleeding out of the way quickly, and then hopefully have to deal with this very little. Both teams gonna smoke and then immediately TP out from the supports, getting deep wards up.
Oh, it's a
gonna get them
mid
successfully.
anti-mage.
Very nice.
It's a mid AM. He's starting the poor man's shield and got 2 tank rolls pulled. I always forget about the possibility of taking a mid anti-mage.
That'll make
Right,
it a
so-
safe lane Bristleback.
Yeah. It's just going to be 2 highly mobile characters in the mid lane duking it out. Anti-mage won't be able to pressure Puck a lot here in this one compared to Bristle because he doesn't have any range capabilities of
Just enough time
harassing
to make a
Puck
cup of tea.
unless he's walking up to it, which, you know, Puck can just always, you know,
Orb away.
lose or orb out. Yeah. So in this one, it's more like giving anti-mage a safe lane.
Oh,
Basically,
Mind's Eye
mid
gonna
can
go
be
aggressive.
sometimes.
No, they're just gonna ward up. Yes, yes.
Yeah,
They're gonna
and
keep
there's
going.
no pushing them out.
They got seen and they have no interest in contesting this.
Time to man up.
And they don't be fighting into a Sand King and Razor and Rubik. They just have a lot more guaranteed stuns. And Razor just being really good at fighting at level 1. Bristleback's someone who's strong early game, but very weak at level 1 because he really does depend on having levels on both Quill Sprays and Bristleback. Which means at level 1 he is both squishy and doesn't deal a lot of damage.
Oh, it looks like Nyx is gonna hang out here mid, make sure Anti-Mage gets a good start, but it's Bug v Bug here in the mid battle.
Don't mind me.
Gonna start out with a level 1 mana burn and just give some harass the puck as much as he can.
Yeah, both these characters actually starting with level 1 mana burn for both sides. Mana break on and
Uh-oh, Gunnar eating quite a bit of harass here on the top. As far as the lane setups go, Earthshaker's not going to have a very good time against the Timbersaw, and so far Bristle's not having a very good time against this Rubik Razor with the aggro duo.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we've been talking about how Timbersaw is great against any kind of strength heroes. That Whirling Death thing, dealing pure damage on top of being able to strip some primary stats from the character. So it means it just does a lot of damage against strength heroes. Yeah, and we see Rubik just harassing away at Bristleback. Bristleback still hasn't hit level 2, so he has no defensive passives on him. He did start out with double slippers, so he is going to get the stout shield. Once he adds that up, he should be a lot more tankier. He got that level 2 now.
Kallio on the Nyx, he's going to show up here and make sure that a little bit of space is purchased for this Bristleback. He's just about out of mana now, though. No more mana burns available for him. Oh, and immediately they've got a stun out onto Gunnar. Gunnar, he's going to get lifted as well. The full channel duration of that static link is going out. He's getting quite a bit of damage, but a nice time. Crystal Maiden is going to turn it around for the first kill with that Quill Spray.
Yeah, we see how much more stronger Bristleback is as soon as he hits level 2. Just having that passive around means he's just firing out those Quill Sprays every few seconds, and then towards the end, that Sand King has 6 stacks of Quill Sprays at that point. Even if it's a level 1 Quill Spray, it's going to be doing a lot of damage. Mid lane, we see Venom actually start out with 2 stacks of healing cells. Just preemptively having all those healing cells available for himself to make sure that he isn't going to be threatened and can be constantly farming to not fall behind on experience.
Earthshaker, a bit forced out of lane as we expected. He's just going to rotate out, get the bounty.
Yeah, it's interesting because Earthshaker usually excels against a 1v1 lane, especially against if their character is a melee hero. He can just abuse that aftershock with Enchant Totem, but Timbersaw is having a little too much armor and health regeneration for him to get a lot of effective harass on them.
Yeah, not to mention that Whirling Death, it is a death knell for strength heroes. It hurts so bad. And look how much he's able to just bully him.
Yeah, he's pushing him all the way to the tower. He takes a couple of tower shots. But
ooh, anti-mage. Ooh, getting some good damage into Puck. Puck is going to use his salve.
Yeah, this is really annoying.
Oof. Yeah, this anti-mage is having quite a good time now. Taking some harass from the Puck, but he's not too worried about it.
Yeah, I mean, this is why he started with 2 salves. I mean, it's quote-unquote a lot of waste of money in a way, because I mean, you're delaying your items by quite a bit. Oh yeah, the bot lane, we see the Earthshaker finally going down.
Timber doing Timber things to strength heroes. It's disgusting. Bit of a dive here at top, but they're going to have to back out.
For the mid lane, those self buys are basically investments, because we see how Anti-Mage has kind of secured his lead in the mid lane for them, rather than, you know, because going against a range hero can be pretty tough for Anti-Mage because he's pushed in the early game, low regeneration, but having all that extra health from those regeneration items means he can play a lot more aggressive, burn Puck's mana.
I will say Puck has been doing a good time staying in the lane and contesting Anti-Mage. They're just about even on last hits right now.
Yeah.
Immediately 5-minute shrine.
Efficiency, making sure that cooldown is ticking away.
And this is going to let him get in and really mess with the Puck. Puck, no mana for Orb now.
He did pick up that bottle now.
He'll have to blow his bottle, make sure he stays in here. There is still a haste rune at the bottom. Dive's going. Oh, Sand King, he's a little too deep. Baba Ganoush. Yeah, they're going to be able to just cool spray him. Avganoush. Oh, he makes it into the trees!
Quill spray?
But he's still
Yeah.
gonna get him with the quill spray. Easy peasy.
In a line of duty.
If he made it out of there, that would have been quite impressive.
Yeah, he did have the TP scroll on him, but
Oh,
maybe I
Earthshaker
don't think he
taking
had the
quite a bit of
mana.
damage once again. He has to get out of here. He's going to Timber Chain forward. He's chasing him down. He's got his ultimate. The chakram comes out. It's going to hit. He goes onto the shrine. He's healing up as much as he can, and that's going to be enough to get Timber out of there. Oh, Earthshaker, that was close.
Yeah, so
He missed the kill on
close for
Anti-Mage in the
Octavia.
mid, though. Very nice job there from Puck. Uses Dream Coil, picked it up.
Yeah, this is still going to be, in the end, a pretty rough lane for Anti-Mage. All those salves are only going to last you so long, and you know, he isn't obviously picking up a bottle himself. It's a weird item for Anti-Mage, and Puck has the bottle, which means he's going to be mismatched for a while until he can pick up enough money to be able to get that Battle Fury, and then you won't be seeing much of Anti-Mage in lane anymore.
Ooh. Timbersaw just being a bully to this Earthshaker right now.
Yeah, he almost has. Yeah, he's going to get cleared out his soul ring immediately. Actually, just missing the Sage's Mask, but he'll complete that in a side shop. He's also getting a raindrop in the career right now.
Not yours.
So more mana means more harass and more kill potential. Anti-Mage pulling ahead quite a bit in the CS though. He's keeping his eyes on the prize. Yeah, when you take characters like Anti-Mage, Naga Siren, these kind of usually push on one characters to mid. You usually take them because you feel like you'll be able to secure a lot more farm within the mid and not get ganked as much. Because mid is
Support
quite a
rotation
safe
coming
lane.
out mid, but they've got vision here, so they're going to see it, and Puck is going to keep a wide berth. Now that they know that these supports are gone, let's see if they want to go anywhere else. No, they're going to see him
this
walk
will give
out.
up. Oh, yeah, okay. He just fired the Impale to stack the camp from over the wall, but he is going to
Just a little soon, yeah. A little too late.
Yeah. Oh. The unfortunate thing about Impale, I mean, you got fired a little bit earlier than you would usually use to stack because it stuns the targets, so they don't start moving for a few
Radiant's middle
seconds.
tower is under attack.
Can be real
I'm
tough too,
assuming
because if
that's
you
why that
stun a few but not all of them, then you're going to have a real mismatch on
Yeah.
on the camp pulling. Oh, there we
Top
go.
lane
Lots
goes
of supports coming in. Actually, it's Puck coming in. There we go. Timber and Puck just going to take him out. Dream Coil used on the Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden as well, not standing a chance here and going down. Very nice rotation. Very nice gank.
Impertinence.
Yeah. Utilizing the haste rune to maximum effect.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Even picking up a free CM there who arrived to save the poor Earthshaker, but only got ran over by the Puck.
Mind's Eye doing a great job making sure that they get their Rubik here in the mid to soak, get him his spell steal as quick as possible. They look like they're ready to try and go on Anti-Mage. I don't know if they'll have the lockdown to get him. Yeah,
no Dream Coil.
they're just gonna push him out. They've got the Burrow Strike into a Silence, into a Lift, but that's about it.
Yeah, but only a level 2 Burrow Strike is a potion for Sand King. Actually, potion 5 at this point. Level 3 compared to Rubik's level 5. Level 2 Burrow Strike has like no range. Smoke coming out from the Dire supports.
They're gonna rotate
will
around, try and go to the
find
Timber
out.
Saw, but they're gonna find Sand King instead, most likely. He'll pop the smoke.
Smoke.
Still no
there's
Vendetta
no
with
smoke.
Nyx.
They know the Sand King is there. They see the creeps moving.
It's gonna get fissured up, but they're chasing around, trying to go for the Earthshaker right now. Unaware
is
of these
awkward.
guys. Yeah, they have to back up now. Unfortunately, more time off the map with nothing accomplished for those supports.
Yeah. Both the Nyx and the Crystal Maiden has been trying to make a lot of work roaming around, but so far non-successful.
Well, looks like it'll be Nyx's turn to soak in the mid lane.
This'll come in handy.
Getting him that Vendetta will be very important for trying to execute some of these successful ganks.
My spirit echoes.
The illusion getting taken by the Earthshaker, denying it away from the Puck.
Oh, he could have denied that rune with these illusions, or at least made sure that the Puck didn't get it, but he looked like he was a little
Yeah.
busy here in the bot lane.
Yeah, he's trying to make sure he can catch up here. Level 7 compared to the Timbers at level 9. Not having a fun time right now. Top lane, they're going hard in the bristleback.
Ooh, and he is taking quite a bit of damage. He's through the shop, and he's got his TP, but he's not going to use it right now. He's just trying to juke as much as he can. They'll be able to get him no return kills from that bristleback.
And Formless both have their magic sticks, so they're going to be able to regen right back up by utilizing it. And Kallio is going to be soaking up some much needed XP here. Ooh, that's a good one. Impale stolen by End. He can telekinesis into Impale, and that's a pretty decent combo. Impale, of course, one of the stuns that's hard to land. Mid lane, there's going to be aggression from the anti-mage. He has the mana void.
He's in deep. He's just going to blink out, break the chain, but doesn't care, or the coil doesn't care too much.
Much more dangerous trying to stay under the tower with the leash on you than try to break it and then take a little bit more damage, but it doesn't matter. He's going in again.
Oh, the fissure misses, and he's going to get silenced. The anti-mage could be in a lot of trouble here. He does manage to make it out. An Echo Slam is going to be used. Puck, very, very low, but oh no, they're not going to be able to get anything out of it, and it'll be a return kill for the Earthshaker.
And actually still has the Echo Slam ready to go. He didn't have mana to use it in that fight, but he might use the next fight. It actually doesn't do a lot of damage without the inclusion of Aftershock.
And he doesn't have a blink or anything like that.
people-
Yeah, he doesn't have a blink or anything like that, so it's going to be difficult for him to get in. And as a Rubik, you don't want to kind of get in that position, but if it's just, you know, keeping the anti-mage in place for an extra second, then it's definitely very worth it there.
It actually doesn't stun.
Oh, and that
Echo
might be
Slam.
what they're doing. Oh, you're right, because that's okay. They're immediately going to get a lift into the Echo Slam, into everything, but he's able to blink out. Meanwhile, though, Nyx gets killed by Puck here in the mid lane. All the supports in the world isn't going to save him. And Timbersaw's here as well. Nice fissures. Timbersaw, CM taking quite a bit of damage. They're going to try and get him. Yeah, he gets it out of there. Timber Chain.
Oh, so close. They don't have enough to kill him. With 820 mana missing. Even level 1 boys would probably do a lot of damage there. Octavia script showing his skill on the Timbersaw so far. Pushing the hero to the limit.
Anti-Mage has got his Percy up, so he's very close to getting that Battle Fury. It looks like he just wants to get that up. We've got Vendetta out. Finally, Nyx is going to invis up and start heading here to the bottom. Actually, Anti-Mage wants to farm through kills, so he is ready to go. Let's see what he can find down here.
Kallio spots these guys out.
He's gonna find... Yes, Rubik immediately taking a ton of damage. He's got the Mana Void. He's not even gonna use it. He's gonna wait, see if he can use that onto the Razor. No, he's just gonna leave his poor Nyx Assassin to get beat up. He makes it out! Just the shortest amount of time left on that auto attack.
You know, he actually fired the auto attack, but Razor having that invisible travel time
Projectile,
on his auto
yeah.
attack, yeah. And that's one of the weirdest auto attacks there, because you saw the auto attack connect, but you know that projectile travels actually quite slowly.
Well, it's like a whip, you know. It's got to go out, and then it's not until it reaches the end and cracks that it would do any damage. We got this. We got Dota physics.
If you want to see the actual travel time of Razor's auto attack, you can pick up a Scotty or a Desolator. You can see the slow traveling projectile that he fires.
Yes.
Whenever he auto attacks. They find Octavia top lane with Invis Rune on the Crystal Maiden, but there isn't anything they can do to this Timbersaw. It's way too tanky, even with the anti-mage there.
Earthshaker once again getting taken out by Mind's Eye.
The sadder Shaker. Far from his blink too. He had to invest into a soul ring, and even then he didn't secure himself a lot of farm. I'm not sure if Kallio
Octavia's just being a menace
to
Anti-Mage right now. Not letting him farm in peace, not letting him get that Battle Fury up. Oh, now it's going to be Nyx. Nyx is taking a lot of damage. They're going to be able to get the Dream Coil and the Burrow Strike. He's trying to TP out. He's not going to make it this time. Epicenter is committed, and now they could be going for a counter here. No, Fissure's not going to hit. They're just delaying it up, but this tower's still alive for now. Anti-Mage farming the jungle. He's going to get found by Rubik, but immediately blinks away. Now he's so close he can taste it, but they're just not going to let him complete this item.
Yeah, Rubik has stolen the blink, so he can be quite a bit of a nuance. Oh, they
Strike
catch
goes
the
through.
anti-mage.
Yep,
Oh
catch
my
an
god,
anti-mage.
so much damage.
No, that was so bad, AM. Why?
Fall over soon.
He believed in himself.
I think he must have just not realized how much aggression was going on there, like in his own little farm world. Freezing Field is used. It's going to be under the Puck. Echo Slam is used, but Puck is still going to be able to clean up the Crystal Maiden. Fissure. Oh, they're trying so hard. Is he going to be able to go out? Very nice. The stun from Nyx is going to miss, but the final mana burn will be there to do it. And now Baba Ganoush is in a bit of trouble. Going to take a lot of damage. That chakram will be more than enough to trigger the final Quils, excuse me. Now, more damage out, yes, into the Timber Saw, and they're going to clean up 3, but they still did get a kill on the Anti-Mage, and that is quite valuable at this point.
Yeah, but I didn't think they'll actually be able to kill a Timber Saw. Being able to take away that Timber Saw's killing spree there was quite valuable. That was almost a 2k gold swing for the Dire side.
Net worth is just about even at this point, and that'll delay Timber Saw's Bloodstone as well. Midas picked up by Nyx.
Oh, pretty good timing, honestly, for how bad his early game went. But that winning that team fight and getting a few kills there secures his hand of Midas at 17 minutes. He'll be pretty happy next year.
Gold is a
Looks like official cash is going to go for the Drums Endurance on the CM. It's interesting how this build has come back into style. Supports just building 8 drums.
Yeah, we
So they can
didn't
survive.
see drums for so long.
Yeah. It's still a kind of weird item. Just drums having just limited charges.
Yeah. It's been a long-standing Reddit repost is do something about drum charges.
Yeah. Give it like a insanely long cooldown, make it worse,
Yeah,
or
nerf
give
it.
it more charges, something.
In your bottom.
Taking a lot of harass. Just back pretty close to his Solar Crest now. Just about 1k gold away. Then Venom very happy finally picking up his Battle Fury. Aiming to get the Manta style next. Rubik picked up the Enchant Totem, so he's using it to take down the turrets quite fast. He's dealing about 300 damage
Towers.
per auto attack with it.
Towers Golgi.
Did I hit turrets again?
Yep.
Excuse me.
Yeah, you did. Unacceptable.
Puck decided to go for the Blink Dagger first. Trying to be as elusive as possible and just increasing his initiation potential, because initiation is basically on him until Zan can pick up his Blink Dagger.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
CM going for Deep Ward here. He's gonna be able to safely put it down. It's a little bit risky, but everyone else on the Dire team is just doing a good job farming up right now. They do know they need to kind of chill out right now, let Anti-Mage use his Battle Fury to get strong. Hero is almost close to finishing Joshua. But the amount of money that he can make once he gets the Battle Fury is pretty insane. So they know they have to push anything.
It's like he wants this wave and he doesn't care if there's a Sand King here. TP in from
Rubik's
Rubik,
gonna be
but
TPing
we've got a
in.
rotation Vendetta out. He's gonna get spotted by Nyx. Nyx is gonna put the damage in, and he is taking so much damage right now. Just gonna use the Mana Void and say goodbye, Rubik. Easy money for me, thank you, sir.
Man, Rubik didn't even use any spells there. He used the Enchant Totem with the Sit, but the mana burn from Nyx Assassin just being enough.
Radiant structures are
Alright,
fortified.
fortification is used, and we got a TP in now. Sand King going the damage out onto Anti-Mage. Immediately he's gonna get silenced up, and there we go. He's gonna be able to blink out, but Puck is here. Is he going to be able to get out? Yeah, Anti-Mage is just fine. Way out in the back. And even if they lose Earthshaker right now, he is happy to give his life for the cause.
Yeah. Nice drop by the Fuzzy on Puck there. He used the Illusory Orb preemptively, of course dealing damage to Anti-Mage, but making sure he fires it into the lane so he can blink into it, predicting Anti-Mage direction.
He can jaunt to Anti-Mage's blink. Oh man, Bristleback taking quite a bit of damage here. Epicenter's going out, but Gunnar doesn't care necessarily too much about it. He's getting his damage stolen, but Nyx is going to be here, getting to clean up the kill on the Sand King now, and trying to run. Yeah, he's just going to TP out. They should not be able to find him, and they don't.
Bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Dire now actually 1k above Mind's Eye.
Oh, nice. Earthshaker getting the deny with the Enchant Totem there in the mid.
Fisher blocking up Activia, so he couldn't even have a chance to be able to auto-attack the tower for the last hit. Solar Crest now on Gunnar.
Your green dudes.
And on top of that, he has a plate mail. He's just going to go on Octavia. Octavia taking huge amounts of damage actually with the Solar Crest on him.
He's gonna get coiled up. It's just the one on the coil. They're putting all four onto him, but he's doing everything he can to make sure he kills Octavia. No, he won't be able to. Oh, he's staying alive a little bit longer, but they've got the shrine.
Goodness.
He's trying to make his way out of there, and he actually is getting some distance on them. It's gonna be really up to Puck here, maybe? No, Crystal Maiden is gonna be able to get him with with the Crystal Nova, taking a lot of damage, but that took so long. Look at what's going on here, but oh, Nyx is gonna show up.
Taking in tier 2. The Nyx want to get someone. Oh, he's just going to cancel the TP to prevent Anti-Mage, them from stopping Anti-Mage rather. But Fuzzy made it back. He's trying to deny. Oh, so close.
Nyx taking a little bit of damage to Timbersaw. Timbersaw could chase him down right now. He does have that Bloodstone up with 14 charges, and he's going to get rooted from the stolen Frostbite.
Oh, he stole Impale, but no mana. Oh, it's
and
okay,
there's
though.
the Sand King is there to finally clear that up. But Anti-Mage in the meantime is going to be getting that tier 2 he was after.
Yeah, even losing that team fight, they still maintain the net worth lead by 1k. Since Anti-Mage being able to take all those objectives really do affect the amount of gold his team gets. Alright, so we see the Blink Dagger on Sand King now. So he should be able to help Puck a little bit more with the initiation. Fuzzy going straight for the sheep stick afterwards. No need for Yule's this game. He just wants to be able to kill the Anti-Mage.
Mad dudes, middle tower, everyone, go!
The Anti-Mage is so rich, has a Mantis already, and going for an Aegon Scepter next.
Oh boy. Is what is that going to help him with here?
I mean,
Just
it's
Rubik
going to help him
Lift?
against... Yeah,
And
if Puck gets
static Link alone, I think.
Yeah. Static Link is great. If Puck gets the cheap stick, it should be able to prevent that. He can actually, I believe, reflect back Burrow Strike. If he gets hit by it, it's going
If it's a
to leave him
targeted,
in
yeah.
weird, it's going to leave him in a weird position, but it will stun whoever.
Oh,
is
nice
in his
fissure.
way.
Puck going to be able to dodge the Impale, but very nice timing from Earthshaker. It means that the fissure is going to hit. It's just a harass, but oh, Earthshaker could be in some trouble. He's getting lifted, and they've got the stolen Impale. The Burrow Strike is going to be a little bit short, but it's not going to matter. They've got the Timbersaw there.
Yeah, and telekinesis, and then drop them closer to him, but he canceled the telekinesis drop with his own Impale, so that kind of led to Valkanoosh firing his Burrow Strike a little bit too shallow.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So they're going to be trading. No, Puck is your defense is tier 2.
Dire structures are fortified.
So they take their first tier 2
Middle tower is
here
under attack.
for the Mind's Eye. Oh, this actually might not even go down. 67 health, but Crystal Maiden is here to distract the creeps.
Yeah, Nyx Assassin is in deep as well, making sure that the other creeps don't get here, but Timber's picking him out. He wants to go. He's ready to get him.
Tower denied for those evil bastards. Oh, they make me so mad.
He has a Bloodstone, he has 16 charges on there already. He's going for that Blade Mail next.
Anti-Mage is going to be going in, but he has no idea that he's got a huge amount of people. Immediately going to be a Burrow Strike into an epicenter, throwing all the damage out, but he makes the blink, and he's going to be just fine. Once again, Nyx Assassin throwing his body at them, just making sure that he's able to get out, and he's able to TP. The Burrow Strike just not off cooldown fast enough.
Wow, that was a ballsy move by Kaleo. And at that point, Anti-Mage didn't even really need him to save him, but Kaleo just counting down the CC, I suppose, knowing the Burrow Strike was the only thing they had.
Let me tell you, that's some support I can get behind. These guys are willing to sacrifice life and limb to make sure that this Anti-Mage stays alive.
Yeah.
Got a level 2 Vendetta out now. He's able to stay invisible a little bit longer. We don't have any detection on the Mind's Eye team.
They're going to run to the Bristleback, but it's not the target that they're really necessarily looking for here.
Ooh, they're getting some damage out into Timbersaw right now. Timbersaw, if he goes through... Oh, okay, there we go. Burrow Strike through 2, and these two guys are just getting destroyed. That's CM and the Nyx. Now they're going to get a return kill on the puck, but they're ready to fight. Anti-Mage, it's time to fight. No, Bristleback, he's taking up all the damage that he can, but he's getting quite locked up. Anti-Mage going in, and he gets the Timbersaw, going to take down the 3x kill streak and knock some Bloodstone charges off. Now Bristleback is ready to keep fighting. They'll take the Rubik as well. Razor running away. He's trying to go onto Earthshaker, but he could be in some trouble. He's going to eat the Enchant Totem to the face, and now the rest of the team going to go around, and Anti-Mage ready to punch him right in the face.
As if that wasn't enough, that big Satyr going in, disarming him and rooting him to the ground. No way of getting out of that one. And
Radiant
Gunner's
gonna
doing
turn
so
this-
much work here.
Yeah, Radiant just turns it straight into a Roche kill, and with the minus armor they have, this should not be too much of an issue. Oh, Crystal Maiden is getting beat up by Timbersaw. The chain is gonna miss
The
though,
trees aren't
and
there.
she is making it out
the
of
tree
there.
has been cut. Tavia thought there was going to be a tree there, but unfortunately has been taken down by some kind of team fight there. They
Could
get
have
down
even
to
just
Bristleback, but
preemptively-
super tanky.
Yeah, he's got his Solar Crest, Vanguard, and Hood of Defiance up. He's even got a Lotus Orb on himself. This Bristleback is going to be a bit of a chore to deal with right now. Oh,
Yeah,
he's going to stay in
he
though,
is.
maybe a little bit too long. He puts the Lotus Orb on himself. He is going to get hit by the Dream Coil. They've got all 4 heroes here once again, but get ready. Here comes Nyx Assassin. Oh, he's going to reflect a lot of damage, but ultimately, him and Bristle will go down. Now, Anti-Mage is in front, but taking quite a bit of damage. He doesn't have the supports behind him. Crystal Maiden, oh, needs to get out of here, trapped up a little bit by the Fissure and trying to head up to the high ground, but getting chased all the way down. That'll be a return. 3 for 0 trade. Oh, Anti-Mage is coming back in. He wants to fight, but he's going to die instead. He's still got the Aegis. Now here comes the Earthshaker Fissure out. It's going to hit onto 2. Earthshaker sacrificing his life, but Anti-Mage needs to go. He's going to blink. Is he going to be able to make it out of here? Timber Chain is ready, but I don't think Timber can chase him down, and if he tries, that would be a big mistake. So that'll be a 4 for 0 trade. 3k swinging directly back towards Mind's Eye.
Yeah, Gunner getting a little bit too cocky there, I suppose, in the Bristle. But I thought he was going to be invincible, honestly, with all those items already. He was so rich, but yeah, he just couldn't deal with 5 of them beating on him at once. That was actually quite dangerous for Mind's Eye too, but they knew how long they can stay there. They were all half-life, and it even led to OP.
Oh, they're scouting out the
Venom
Timbersaw right
thinking.
now. They're going to immediately put all the damage into it, and he has no mana left to get out of here. He's got that Bloodstone 17 charges. He definitely doesn't want to lose these. They're trying to keep him in place, but he's going to be able to regen enough to get a chain out, and I think this guy is out of here. Oh, Timbersaw, you lucky, lucky little contraption.
Yeah, they need Bristleback there if they want to kill the Timbersaw. He has just way too much armor to be able to chew through. Bristleback needs to be able to apply that Solar Crest and the Nasal Goo onto him. That's what's been blowing up Octavia in these team fights.
Abyssal Blade ready. Venom going to give himself a standing round of applause.
This'll come in handy.
Yeah, Venom's going to be quite scary here. He did forego that Aegon Scepter earlier on, and he didn't really need it yet, so he might go back to it. He does queue it up again if he feels that he needs a defensive item.
Yeah, he's going to start building that now, and man, I just think of if they're not careful, he's going to get a static link onto Razor. they find Baba Ganoush and he just gets destroyed.
Yeah. He can't really sustain for very long, especially if he got stunned by the Nyx.
Can you imagine an anti-mage with like a full duration static link off?
I don't want to imagine that. That's absolutely insane, especially with his attack speed that he has.
Oh, and gonna be
This
keeping out just immediately. He's doing so much damage! Holy crap!
Yeah, the minus armor is nuts with the nasal goose stacks plus the solar crest. And he was taking like 300 damage per auto attack there.
Dude's top tower's gonna fall over soon. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And pushing it in here.
Razor's got a creep wave pushing top, but they're not going to be able to get as much about this. They're going to signal it out. They want to take this tier 2 and then head back top.
Fortified.
And looks at Mind's Eyes. Early game lineup isn't working very well for them again. Razor did pick up a Shadow Blade, so he should have the answer to Bristleback somewhere soon, but Bristleback already super ahead. He might run into Earthshaker. Oh wow, he actually, wow, that was kind of lucky. He kind of juked into the river there while Earthshaker kind of walked along the lane, and they just kind of passed by each other. And Formless going to be okay.
Anti-mage is getting pinged out. They want to try and get a gank out onto him. He's going to blink back though. Are they ready to go? Do they have smoke? They do have a Razor with the Shadow Blade. They're going to find Anti-Mage, but Anti-Mage blinks immediately. Here comes the Orb. Orb is going to come in. They get him with the coil. Instead, it'll be a Crystal Maiden kill. Anti-Mage still alive, going to be able to blink one more time and get his ass safety. He's almost done with his Ags.
Yeah, Puck even had Sight of Ice there, but unfortunately missing the Anti-Mage and getting one of his illusions instead.
That's for me.
Yeah, Puck might even also want to invest into an Egg Inceptor at this point to prevent Anti-Mage from just breaking the tether and then running away.
Anti-Mage, he's almost ready to go. He's got the Ags done. Fight up around the shrine here at the bottom. Nice Echo Slam into 2 immediately, and the Blade gonna take him out now. They're putting the damage into Timbersaw. Timbersaw, he's losing all his mana. They're gonna be able to keep him in place a little bit longer and doing everything they can. There we go, taking out the Timbersaw as well, down to his base 12 charges.
Yeah, at this point, Mind's Eye just don't have the care potential to be able to fight up against this Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage is way too ahead, level 25 already.
Yep. His Ags is coming out right now.
Yeah. And even picked up a Rod of Atos to be able to root down the Anti-Mage to prevent him from blinking away, but you know, at this point there just isn't enough damage to kill him.
Oh, they're gonna go onto the Timbersaw. Oh, he is absolutely dead here. No chance of making it out of there. That tanky Timbersaw being able to be in the front line like that.
Yeah, he just
tearing away all his armor.
Minus armor. The character only seems tanky due to his armor, so you take it away from him. He has nothing.
Impale stolen.
Stats don't scale very well, so.
There they go. They're going to be able to take their first set of racks and are probably going to transition this into yet another one. Still got at least a minute and a half until the minimum Roshan respawn.
Venom is looking for a butterfly straight away afterwards.
He's not too far off of it, too. He's going to go ahead and just take a shrine. Both shrines taking quite a bit here. Should be getting blown up.
Still no Silver Edge on Formless. He should have it pretty soon now. He doesn't have enough money for the ultimate orb.
Yeah, he can't. He doesn't want to buy it out though because he knows he's going to need to buy back here very soon.
I mean, the question is, it's always a question between: do you want to be able to win the team fight? Do you think you can win the team fight without the Silver Edge, or do you feel like you need to be able to buy back to win the team fight?
I think they need Silver Edge and buyback to stand any chance of winning, unfortunately.
Yeah, they have to make a choice though. Formless has the Midas up.
Bristleback has his Octarine core up. He's out in the front just soaking up everything. Getting the lane in a place where they can go high ground, and that's exactly where they're going to head.
Even his right clicks already. Look how much damage he's doing.
Look at him, yeah. He's gonna get lifted up. He's got the Impale. No, yep, Impale is used, but here comes the Anti-Mage. He's ready in the top, putting out the damage, everything that he can. Got Saber Saw in the back line. No, they're just gonna keep hitting the tower. There we go. He jumps forward and immediately blows up the puck.
Oh my
Puck is gonna have to
God.
buy back, and now he's got his illusions out in front, putting out all the damage that he can. Burrow Strike through to Anti-Mage as well as an Impale. Now they have the Dream Coil, putting all the damage they can, but he's so tanky right now, and they've got the Solar Crest as well, making sure that they stay alive. They do get a kill onto the Nyx, but now Anti-Mage is just mad. He's going to start hitting into him. Oh, but the Epicenter comes out and doing quite a bit of damage. The Anti-Mage needs to get out of there. He makes it to the back. He's going to get a Glimmer Cape from his support. What a great job. And now, that's Silver Edge is done. That was there for the fight, yeah?
Yep, that was there for the fight. He had it. That's how they managed to be able to kill off that Bristleback in a decent pace, at least, and without dying to that Bristleback Quill Sprays either.
Yes.
So it looks like they did make the decision to be able to pick up the Silver Edge instead of the buyback, and it ended up paying off for them. But Puck did have to expend the buyback for him, so he did lose quite a bit of money there. But great supporting from the side of the Dire. The support using all their items in order to get Venom out. There was a Force Staff used by the Earthshaker trying to push the Anti-Mage out, and the Crystal Maiden using a Glimmer Cape on him instead of himself. I wonder if Venom's going to decide to... I'm assuming he's probably going to decide to buy this Butterfly instead of keeping buyback. There are no real danger. Or he could just keep buyback and just go into a fight with Aegis and die and then buyback and then come back again, so you can have like 3 lives for a fight.
Just about a max Roshan, 30 seconds off.
Dragonlance being completed up on Razor now. He actually got quite rich after that fight.
Yeah, that did him very well.
Yeah. He was struggling to pick up a Silver Edge, but now he has a Dragonlance and 2,400 spare. Still 15k net worth for the Dire though. It is going to be a high hill for them to climb.
Yep. So Roche will be respawning here in 1 second. Roche back up. And that timer seemed to be a little bit off. But Dire, SBH, they're going to look to eye that Roshan, but immediately, very nice, as soon as he spawns that orb is going to scout him, so Mind's Eye is going to know that this is that this is up, and they hopefully should be keeping their eye on it.
There's also a
SBH.
Butterfly now on Anti-Mage.
Ooh. SBH, though, once they take this Roshan, I suspect that they're going to go head for high ground. When that happens, except for the Puck, everyone here on Mind's Eye does have buyback, so this could be a pretty difficult high ground for SBH.
Venom making sure keeping the bottom lane pushed in, so it will always put it into Mind's Eye's mind to have to be a sacrifice. If they want to go for the Roshan, they might lose their base. The Anti-Mage goes
And
straight
Anti-Mage
for the
just goes in
racks.
for the racks. They're going to have to make a choice.
Yeah, and they made the choice to come back. At least Skripa did.
Very nice job.
Yeah, and that's going to be a Roshan unless Fuzzy is looking to steal it away, but it's going to be pretty hard. Yeah, he won't be able to do it. He gives up on it. If this Bristleback wasn't tanky before, he has a second life plus a cheese in his inventory. He gives that over to someone and they just immediately eats it.
Interesting.
They gave it to Venom, I think. I think maybe he misclicked that.
Oh no.
He switched out his power treads for it, and maybe he just kind of muscle memory kind of
Tried to
switch.
swap his treads, yeah.
Yeah, because the cheese just entered that slot. But it won't be too big of a deal. The Aegis is the real problem here, and the actually evasion from the Anti-Mage. No true strike on sight
Radiant's top tower is under
for the Radiant.
Gold is a great
18k lead now for the Dire. They're wrapping around though with the smoke. This might be what they needed.
And here they go, they're putting the damage into Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden makes it to the trees, but she's gonna get found. Echo Slam, and it's gonna hit too. Hex up onto Earthshaker. Now, Earthshaker, Crystal Maiden, both are dead. They're gonna try and fight this. They've got an epicenter rolling out right now, but the Bristleback is still too tanky to do anything about. They do get the Nyx, and it's gonna force a buyback on the Earthshaker. But there we go, Razor just barely makes it out. They only get one return kill, but Animage, in the meantime, did take that melee racks. Now they gotta do something with these 2 gems here.
I mean, great play by Mind's Eye. They knew they couldn't take the fight straight on, so they decided to go on the aggressive and wrap around behind them, taking away those supports from the start of the fight. But Timber's not getting caught out.
It's doing so much damage. This Bristle is going to be a pain in the ass to kill.
Yeah, he is going for a hard next, and after a hard, oh man, he had such a hard time killing his first Aegis life, but once he gets this hard, I'm not sure how they're going to take him down. They need so many items over on Radiant to be able to combat this. And they definitely need an MKB on someone too, to be able to deal with the anti-mage. Oh, they
They get the silence out onto Anti-Mage. He's gonna be really hard. Oh, he's gonna get Atos, but he has the Manta to get out of there. Dream Coil, unfortunately, just barely gonna be a little too late, so he is on his way out, and he will live to fight another day.
Yeah, magic damage doesn't do anything against him, and
Gunner.
physical damage can't do a lot because of Butterfly.
Yeah, Gunner still has that Aegis, so he's not super afraid. They've already taken down a tier 3 tower here on the top lane, and mid, it's just the range racks. Yeah, they're going to put the damage into it. Nice distraction. Once again, damage out into Animage, but he should be able to blink out, and there he goes. Break was used onto the Animage, and now here, as Bristleback hits so hard, he's going to be the one putting it into the tower. Now Racer just gets absolutely demolished. Oh, he's staying alive a little bit longer with the Shrine, but finally he does go down. Hex out onto Animage. Animage getting pretty low. He's going to focus onto the tower. Epicenter comes out, but it's not in range just enough. They managed to get the melee barracks, just the range racks. They're going to go out onto Bristleback, but Bristleback is a hard man to kill right now. Rubik with the stolen freezing field. Now Bristleback is going to be right back. Nyx is here, but there we go. Finally dropping down a Sentry Ward. They're going to catch him. Bristleback, very tanky. They can't do a lot with the Bristleback here. They get the Megas. Anti-Mage's gonna blow up the puck, and now that is all of them. They have the Mega Creeps. They're in the base. Are they gonna call it? Are they gonna try and fight it out?
I mean, this is their last chance. Might as well fight it out.
They've got just about everyone but the puck. This Bristleback, though, still very, very high HP. Gonna be hard to kill. They do not have the Silver Edge right now, and he is not broken. So he's just going to steal up the damage and just throw out as many quill sprays as he can. They get the Atos out onto and is he going to live? He is barely going to make it. No, the Fissure is going to be there killing him up. They're going to get the Timbersaw as well. This should be the end of the end, and GG is called.
Oh man, well played by Mind's Eye, but that mid-end teammate really pulling it out towards the end. And Gunner just doing so much on that Bristleback. We were a little bit afraid of the Timbersaw, how well he did in the early game against that favorable matchup he had against the Earthshaker. But it really doesn't matter when the Solar Crest and the levels come out on the Bristleback, being able to take away the armor, preventing him from being able to do anything in these team fights.
Alright, everyone, that was Mind's Eye versus SBH versus Mind's Eye for the semifinals. That will be SBH extending or going into the qualifier 1 bracket finals up against I don't know who yet.
Yeah, we'll see.